minion, do-pa-dee-doo. I've got a germ tail just for you. Gullible minion, do-pa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you will listen to me.
What do you get when a germ starts to spread?
Filling up minions with lies in their heads.
Spreading defamation all over the site.
Dodging the rules while avoiding the light.
He's untouchable.
Or so he thinks.
Gullible minion, do-pa-dee-doo.
I've got a germ tail just for you.
Gullible minion, do-pa-dee-dee.
If you are wise, you will listen to me.
What do you get for a suit gone to trash?
A judge who says, drop that ridiculous hash.
8 people sued just to make a new clip.
While the germ lets a dismissal slip. With prejudice!
Don't come back! Gullible minion, do-pa-dee-doo.
The germ is just making a sucker of you.
You will live in legal bliss.
Like a lawsuit that just got dismissed.
What's up, Tori?
Lisa, I need you to check the social calendar because Black Friday weekend, I need to find out if we need to set up the table for Gabriel to do autographs.
Okay, no problem. I think he'll be okay. I mean, he's busy on Thanksgiving, but I think we'll be able to make it if it was necessary. How you doing, Tori?
I'm doing okay. Well, I figured, you guys will come over that Saturday. Definitely, I'm sure. Because there'll be food, with the seafood in it and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll be there.
And you got to bring him to eat the seafood.
Yeah.
We'll have the not seafood also.
Yeah, that'll be good. That because otherwise I can't have any of that. But
well, you can. You don't want it.
Right. True. But so we're talking about the etouffee and the jambalaya. And Gabe will be there for that. What's up, Ray Bone Crusher? What is happening? Hi, Bearded. GG Vaughn, Tammy B, Doreen, WB Grady, Kim G. Hello, Stacy. Jenny B, Ann, what's going on? Sylvie, Terry. Hello. Hi, Kelly. Linda, how you doing? Mary Kay. John Cook. What is happening?
John Cook, how's your eye?
Yeah, John Cook, what kind of secret you got going on that I'm going to be pissed off about?
Huh? He has a secret?
Yeah, apparently so. But this is coming from the freaking germ. So, a bomb's being dropped.
Oh, good. Your eye's a little bit better. He got poison ivy by his eye.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's a little better.
And he called the doctor and got on meds, and he says it's a little better today. Oh, Little better is good.
Lisa Tori said to me, "Oh, awesome, Kim. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, if you, I'm not putting the Kofi link up tonight. But if you guys know the Venmo and the Kofi's fine, just so nobody freaks out. But Venmo and Cash App right now are best. Just so y'all know. And it's like, hey, Bearded, Monica, a bomb or is it a dud? It's a dud. I can tell you that right now because I have a very good idea of what it is, and he thinks I don't know anything about it, and I already do. It's a joke. But anyway, let's see. Bonnie, hello. Hi, Nalcado. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so apparently on Friday, what's it, Friday or was it Thursday? I don't know. Some journalist is like bragging about she's going away for work this week and coming back with a bomb that's going to be dropped on someone, right? And meanwhile, I'm the one that she was talking about in this like conversation when she said it. And then for 2 days now, Jerem started talking about a bombshell and a journalist, and it's going to be on tomorrow night. And then he did some other post, I guess somebody sent me today in regards to a bombshell. Y'all remember the 12 days of bombshells around Christmas time? 12 days of bombshells that were all duds, and they were all supposed to be like Leslie, flipping on me. And when it really turns out that Leslie was playing him, bombshell on him.
And isn't that what they're doing again, though? Aren't they starting the same thing up again?
Pretty much, but Megan's now like involved in this whole thing. So, have fun with that because it's perfect timing. As soon as like I sealed the deal with my lawyer, she's gonna play this game. I'm like, okay, let's have it. Let's see the harassment because they're already like they have this whole pre-planned narrative that they've been posting all over Facebook, and I'm like, you guys are so foolish. Like, you got to be kidding me. So it's not even like I have to go backwards. It's still happening like right now, so it's just pre-planned harassment of Lisa. I'm sorry, Fleesa. And you got Tug sitting there going, I'm going to wreck her. I want her to have a rude awakening, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wow, you guys are just real dumb fools right now. This is not fair use kind of shit. This is purely harassment.
I should tell. I wonder if the anonymous person that sent us stuff is listening. Maybe they'll just open their file folder and let everybody read what's there.
Yeah. I don't know why they're hiding it. Don't know why they're hiding it. I think it's funny
how many of them are really on that one.
Yeah. Like they're coming after Gabe for, doing something like silly that he didn't even know about. And they're making fun of the whole 5-hour energy drink because I was on live talking about the testing of that 5-hour energy drink. Remember? I think were you?
Oh yeah, a lot of that kind of stuff tests positive for drugs. There's a lot of stuff like that tests positive for drugs.
Well, they're telling their viewers that that's Gabe's defense, and no, it's fucking not.
There's a whole list. There's a whole list of things that I was advised. Anytime I'm considering getting a new position, there's a list of things to avoid for at least 2 weeks. All things that are legal that you can purchase, but I should avoid them because some of them, especially certain combinations, can test positive for drugs.
Yeah. Well, I told Gabe about that. Like, you're not gonna believe what I just saw. That was like, I don't know, a week or so ago. I don't know what it was, but he's like, yeah, I don't know about that. Like, yeah, he's just like, I don't think so. But he does use those 5-hour energy drinks. So, I mean,
yeah, that worries me about Jeff because Jeff drinks those things. Was it B12 energy shots?
Yeah. It was.
Jeff drinks those all the time when we do long road trips.
It was a 5-hour energy thing, a Red Bull, a B12 shot that's in the same type of bottle as the 5-hour energy, and then all the other bottles were the same size bottle. One was an organic one, and that one came up positive for PCP. I was like, whoa, what?
And, I'm glad I don't even drink any of those things.
Yeah, I look, those energy things. I don't like them. I don't like them at
Well,
all. The same
they
reason I
have,
don't like drinking or
I've
whatever. I don't like anything to
I've
be able to
taken
change.
one
Mhm.
in my whole lifetime. We were driving somewhere, and Jeff needed to rest because he had been driving, and so we
Right.
stopped, and I got one just kind of to keep me up and going.
Yeah.
And 30 minutes later, I was ready to fall asleep because something we forgot is when you have ADHD, certain
Uh-huh.
things act in reverse.
Right. Yep. Yep. Yep.
That is why we
Um,
drink coffee and go to sleep.
I remember I was driving from California back to the East Coast, and I was driving through Flagstaff, and I was trying to avoid Flagstaff, but there's no avoiding Flagstaff when you're driving that way.
You can
So
avoid Flagstaff.
yeah, I was trying to see if there was a way I could just go straight across rather than go up and over. Anyway, so I was like coming from Phoenix into Flagstaff, and I didn't know how close I was because it got dark. But what I did know is they had a hell of a lot of snow the night before, and like I'm in one of these truck stops, and they were saying how there was a lot of black ice on the road, and I'm thinking, oh my god, should I just stop right here and wait? But I kept going. So I took one of those. You remember NoDoz or Vivarin?
Yep.
It's like one pill is supposed to be equal to a cup of coffee, right? So I did that, but I also had a soda with me, and I'm driving. And it's pitch dark, and there's no like main lights on the road up there. And all of a sudden, we start coming into hills, and I'm driving around some curves where that if you ended up going off a cliff, who knows where you're going to land, And so I'm like, oh my god, this is not good. I kind of freaked myself out, but my heart was racing like crazy. I'm like, what the hell is happening? So I literally got off the highway, and I pulled over to a gas station, and I'm like, what is happening? What's going on? I literally called 911 on myself. I said, look, I don't know what's going on. I said, but I'm like up here, and this just happened while I was driving. And they're like, did you take anything? I'm like, I took a NoDoz, but that was like 2 hours ago. And they're like, what are you drinking or eating? I'm like, well, I had a soda with it. And they're like, yeah, I think you OD'd on caffeine. I'm like, OD'd on caffeine? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you know how many sodas I could drink in a day? You're telling me? I said, this pill is supposed to be equivalent to a cup of coffee. I'm like, are you OD'd on caffeine? It's like, sounds like it. I'm like, okay. So I ran in the store, and I got a gallon of water, and I was like chugging it, trying to just calm down. And there was no hotels where I was on that exit. So, and I couldn't figure out how close I was to the next big exit where I could get a hotel in Flagstaff. So I popped in. I don't even remember what year this was, but I popped in my friend's CD, and I rolled down all the windows, and I'm like, I called my friend's name out. I said, take me home. Just take me home. And I didn't have to drive far. May have been 15 minutes. And I pulled off. I got a hotel, got the room, walked in the room, picked up the phone, called my mother, and she's like, hey, where are you? And I'm like, oh my God, I just saw I was all freaked out. But I remember it very well. That was a pretty nice scare for me, driving by myself, pitch black, black ice on the road. That was a pretty good scare. But I did take a NoDoz, and I have never taken another one since. Yeah. I was quite shocked that it did.
Things like cold and sinus medications, cough suppressants, pain reliever, antihistamines, sleep aids, antidepressant, antipsychotics, antibiotics.
Yeah.
All of these things, some coca tea, CBD products, tonic water contains,
Tonic water.
Interesting. Yep.
That
contains quinine, which can occasionally cross-react to older opiate testings.
Get out of here. Now, I know it takes quinine. It has quinine in it, but that actually will
can occasionally cross-react on older opiate screens. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The biggest thing to remember, people, is if you take a test and it tests positive for drugs, and you did not do anything.
Yeah.
Demand a secondary test.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's funny about it is Gabe didn't know if he did or not, but he was honest about it. And then what happened was when he left, they didn't tell him he failed or passed or anything, which is weird because whenever he goes and does tests like every other week, they always say you're good or whatever, and they let he leaves. And they didn't say anything to him that day. So
and that's really crappy because they didn't give him the opportunity to request a follow-up testing.
Right.
And that is wrong.
But what did happen was he explained what he, where he was and whatever. And because he said he had too much to drink, that was enough for a violation of probation right there. And he was like, what? But yeah, that was enough. Because if you read the fine print in the deal that the plea deal that he took, it says that you can't have intoxicants in excess. Now, he didn't think anything of it because he's already talked to his probation officer about, drinking and having, a beer or two or whatever, if that was okay. And it was.
And that's okay. A beer or two is okay.
Right. But he went in there telling him his friend took him out and was buying him shots and whatever, and he just doesn't know, And he's like, well, you're not supposed to do that. So he goes, that's a violation in itself. So, and then we assume, obviously, and they say that his urine was dirty. So, he did something. But, he doesn't remember it at all. And he's like, I wish I did. But, whatever it is, what it is, he's doing it. But he's getting ready to come off probation. And, sometimes they don't want you to come off probation, So who knows?
They make money off of you when you're on probation.
Yeah.
Probation officers make money because you're on probation.
Yeah. And, it's set up to fail, and, he was waiting for them to tell him, like, as a matter of fact, what happened was he went in there for the next week and he asked about, what do we do? Like, how do we get the judge to get me off? Like, do we send in a motion? Do you send in a motion? And he goes, well, and this probation officer said, well, we have to wait to see if the judge is going to issue a warrant first. And he goes, oh, okay. And he kind of just like left and he was driving home and he's like, a warrant for what? What the fuck? What? That's how he found out. He made me call after he got home. And he's like, what? And I said, talk to the probation officer. I'm like, he said something, you mentioned something about a warrant. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, what's the warrant for? I mean, we were clueless. So, and then he was like, he was so mad. So, then he obviously called his friend again. He's like, are you sure? He goes, dude, I didn't see you do nothing. So, whatever. It is what it is. What people don't understand is the charges that he originally had, which he's not really guilty of, they get put on hold. So this is why everybody's calling him a convicted felon. He's not a convicted felon. Okay? They are felony charges, but he's not been convicted of them. What happens is he took this program because he already offered to say, fuck it, I'll eat the money that I did the work for, and I'll give him all the money back. They told him no, but being that he said that, they put him in that plea deal. That plea deal just gave him time to pay it off. But he didn't care about being on probation. He's like, whatever. As long as I don't have to keep coming here every month, I'm good. So that's why he took the deal. So what that program does, though, is it puts the charges off while he's on the program. If he does the program and completes the program, those charges just go away. That's what I was telling you. He's not even going to be any kind of a felon once this is done, right? But now that this has gone on, what happens is, and it all depends on what goes on at the arraignment, right? But what could actually happen is they ixnay that and they go to trial for the grand theft. If he goes to trial for the grand theft, he's going to get off because they're going to see that it was a civil case. This judge never got to see or hear that this was a civil case. The other judge, the other arraignment judge, when he first got arrested, knew it was a civil case. And told the prosecutor, he was directing it right to the prosecutor there. You're going to thoroughly go over this case. Because he talked to the guy. He goes, oh, so he did do work for you. oh, and then he said something about a licensed contract. He goes, you live in a mobile home, right? Because based on what you're telling me, it sounds like it's a mobile home. It's like, yeah. He goes, yeah, I understand what's going on there. You don't need a license to pressure wash and do the things that Gabe did. So working without a license thing, that's why it was just thrown under the dust. The only thing that Gabe was doing, which he had totally admitted was wrong, he was willing to do this job that he wanted him to do without getting a permit. This guy was so scared of getting in trouble with the HOA and all this shit because of his neighbor that he just wanted to get rid of Gabe completely. Never had to work for him, did work for him, nothing. And I think the only way he was really able to do that was to go off on Gabe, make an issue or a big stink about Gabe so it wasn't his fault. Like in other words, he got screwed rather than, you know what I mean? Otherwise, why would the guy pay him for 5 jobs separately? 5 different jobs and kept having him to come back. Does that make sense? Why would you keep bringing somebody back to do work on your property if they were that bad? It's a whole big bullshit thing. But anyway, it's a civil matter. It was about how much money to give back because Gabe went to give him his deposit back and he said he wanted all his money back. And Gabe said, hold up, I don't work for free. Because he had done those 5 jobs. So that's what Gabe was fighting for himself and sticking up for himself to the point where he's like, oh, look, you know what? It's not worth me driving back and forth to Daytona. I'll just give him all his money back. I'll eat it. And then that's what probation did. He made it so he could pay it off and, stretch it out rather than paying it all one lump sum. He's like, whatever, it is what it is. And that's what he's going to do. But now.
You know what he didn't do?
He didn't ask for a second chance.
He didn't break into someone's house. He didn't break into someone's house.
No, he did not break into someone's house and get charged with burglary. He also didn't criminal trespass against anybody. He also didn't verbally, physically, and mentally abuse his family. Children.
He's also never been told that he couldn't be around any children, certain children.
Or any people. Yeah. Yeah. He's never had any type of protection orders against him.
How many protection orders have been put against Gabe?
None. 0 zip zilch.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Imagine that. Crazy, huh? Yeah. The man who stole from Gabe. Yeah. Isn't it amazing? People work and do things, sell products, and people steal from them. Yeah. Never got a PO against him. Nope. Nor have I. Just saying. Nope. Just throwing that out there. See if we have money after the jobs are completed. Yeah. I actually just think that he was trying to make a police report, and the police report, he needed a police report for the HOA is what I think really happened. But that guy was a pain in the ass. I mean, he was a real big. I told him not to call anymore. That's how much of a pain in the ass he was. So if he was like that towards me, I can only imagine how he was towards the police department. Because the police even knew it was a civil matter.
Gabe never did anything to cause a bunch of animals to die.
No. Oh my God, Gabe loves animals. I know, I'm just saying. They're attacking my husband, let them. Trust me, Gabe will come out the rock star. Smelling like roses. Jerem won't when this is all said and done.
I bet Gabe didn't try to copyright someone else's stuff either.
No.
Or register someone else's stuff.
Nope. And he wouldn't even bother to claim fair use because that's a bullshit story. But yeah, copyright infringement is a big thing. I was actually asked earlier about a copyright thing. I guess Flutter said something and they thought it had something to do with me. No. Tricky Cheek. Thank you, Tricky. Thank you very much. Gabe's goody. He's goody. He's dealing. Will Gabe get a trademark on his name? You know what? I don't think so, even if he wanted to, because apparently there's another Gabriel Weeks out there. Yeah, so Flutter posted something about a copyright thing, or I don't know, and then somebody thought it was me, and I'm like, that's not me. I never said that. So, but the truth of the matter is, if you write songs, okay, if you write lyrics down, a poem, whatever it is, and you publish it, you could send it to yourself. If it's published in any way, printed, it's a copyright. But you do have to file it with the Copyright Office. Okay, but it's published. You know, once it's published, it's yours. That's it. So I don't know what she was talking about there. As far as music goes and AI and all that, you can create things and they'll give you the ownership rights to it, but it's a little tricky with that. But when you write lyrics, a poem, anything, a movie script,
Well,
anything.
if you're doing music with AI, if you write the
Yeah.
lyrics, then you can copyright the lyrics.
You can
If AI
copyright
created the music,
right,
when
and
AI
will
creates
give
the
you,
music, you cannot copyright AI music. from what I
it's tricky
understand.
because they give you ownership. It depends on what kind of actually membership or something you have to some of these programs. Is Gabe gonna come home with a jailhouse tat and new friends? I don't think he'll be coming home with a tat, but you know what he did say? He told me he cut his hair. They were doing haircuts there or something. And he told me he cut his hair. I said, if I pull up there and your hair is cut, I'm leaving. He goes, "You're gonna leave me there?" I said, "Yes, I am."
Well, he might have maybe he got it trimmed.
No, he didn't get it cut at all. He was just messing with me. But he's definitely got some stories already, though, guys. There's some crazy stories that go on over there. Because where he's at, which in Florida, is the second worst place that you want to be if you're in jail. So I'm like, oh, great. He's like, yeah. So because I would so much rather be over in Sumter County than over here. Gabe wouldn't create a nonprofit with a similar name to a church he worked at. Oh my God, no! Nobody here would do anything like that. Isn't that crazy? Did you know that, Tori?
What?
Did you know that Germ created a nonprofit business almost exactly to the same name as Skyview Ranch?
Oh yeah.
That he worked for? Okay, I wasn't sure.
I mean, that makes it convenient because if they just make it out to Skyview, then he could put it wherever he wanted to.
Yep. Because the banks just see Skyview and that would be it. You know what I mean? Like
that's why when you're writing out a check, to a nonprofit, you use their complete, 100% complete name, and if you can get their EIN, put their EIN on it as well.
Kim Sue, thank you so much. I just saw that. Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Did you know that coffee's fixed?
No, I haven't seen it. I know.
It worked in Robbie's last night. It posted in Robbie's last night.
Cool. Very cool.
So in theory, if someone sends you a Ko-fi, you'll be able to see it in here again. I think they fixed their bot.
Gabe wouldn't emotionally abuse his family. No.
Hell no.
That's not Gabe. Gabe's got too big of a heart for anything like that. Are you kidding me?
If Gabe gets aggravated about stuff, he just walks away.
Yeah. Yes.
Go after people.
No. Gabe can have a smart mouth, though. He can have a smart mouth. But
I saw him putting something together and he got irritated, aggravated, and Lisa came in and asked him a question, and because he was irritated and aggravated, he couldn't be nice, I guess. And he's like, and he just walks away. It's mushy on the inside.
Yeah, he is. He's a big mush. But he's not showing mush now, you know? I mean, on the phone, he's just like, what did he say? He's like, God, I love you so much. He's like, I can't believe it. He's like, God, thank God for you, you know? Because,
this is the same guy that sat there with Lisa. This is the guy that when you were you got up to go to the bathroom or to get something to drink or whatever, and he sat at your desk and I was in there, and he made a comment about being with you as long as you've been together. And he says, I got another 20 years. I can give her another 20 years. Yeah. What do you have?
Well, I think I got more than 20 now.
Because they give them to you, and I don't use them usually when I go there.
You never tried to steal the best of Christmas from a child.
I bring them home.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Wendy. He never did anything like that. As a matter of fact, he went out above and
This
beyond
needs to
and
go
tried to
outside.
make it a happier time.
Because
Being able to
it's gonna be
get
like
sleep this night? No.
praise the Lord.
He's sleeping like
Um,
20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. He's going to end up coming home and crashing for like 3 days straight. Gabe would not provoke anyone and film them after reacting to him. Yep. Nope. Gabe would not do that. Gabe's nothing like that guy. He's nothing like him. You know. Quite frankly,
I can stream you to my channel.
Yes.
I just saw it has a little thing up there in the corner that says stream this to your audience.
Yeah. That's what Rich does when Rich comes on.
Mm.
And then what I can tell you happened, which happened recently this week, is when you do stream that, all of a sudden your chat and my on StreamYard, your chat and my chat will be mixed. But the people watching on YouTube won't see your chat.
They occasionally sip the juice, but it's not ideal for them. So
I bet Jules misses Gabe and she's gonna be so happy. She does.
Well,
She does.
I don't
Like,
want to, well,
and
unless
I'll
you
be
can carry
with her or something, and it'll be like calling her nickname out, and that's you can hear because Jules' tail is like a weapon, and when it whacks against something, like you hear it just like bangs, and he's like, "Oh my god, she's wagging her tail right now, isn't she?" I'm like, "Yeah, you hear that?" He's like, "Yeah," you know. But yeah, she's looking for him. She's pretty sad. Yeah, Rich does have his chat open to everybody. Rich doesn't care about trolls. He doesn't, you know. He's like, let them say what they want to say, you know. He doesn't care about that. But when I was seeing it the other night, I was like, because what happened was they were attacking Gabe so much, and then they started attacking Gabe in the chat, and I saw it, and I just kind of went off. And normally I don't really, I mean, you'll hear me go past, you'll get passionate or whatever, but I literally, like, my New Yorker came out the other night. And it was really nothing compared to what it could have been, but I don't normally do that. And for those of you who may have been offended by what how I acted, I apologize, because normally I'm more like whatever about it, but yeah, lots of stuff going on this week. I think I just came off of a whole objection, 183 objection thing. So did you hear about that, Tori?
A what?
Okay. So you know that they tried to subpoena me, right?
Oh.
In the bankruptcy?
Oh, so they were really trying to subpoena you when they weren't doing it very well?
Right, yeah. Well, they're claiming I was served. Yeah. And
because they said I was there and I got the paperwork for you.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that's just it. Who got the paperwork? You or Gabe?
Right? No, they said that I was there and that I got the paperwork.
Yeah, and Germ said that
it was
Gabe
really
signed
funny
for
because
it, but somehow,
I drove my daughter to U-Haul the day that. But I was there down there and I got the paperwork. So yeah. So whatever.
Well, the funny thing is that like they said, okay, so. The guy was here, right? Never asked for me. Didn't even ask Gabe his name. They know it was Gabe because, there's this, skinny guy with long blonde hair. They know who he is, right? This process server didn't. But when he talked to Shockit knew who he was, So, hi, Debbie. I'm doing great. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. But so, the guy walks up. Says, hey, Lisa told me yesterday I can give these to you. And Gabe's like, give what to me? What are they? And he goes, these are legal papers. And he goes, does it have my name on it? And he's like, I ain't taking that. So and Gabe literally turned around, walked out of the patio and left. So the guy says, I'm going to leave it here on the table here. It's okay. It's legal. Sorry, it's legal. And Gabe just kept walking.
No, it's not.
And the guy, I know it's not. And the guy comes out behind him and leaves, right? This is all on camera, guys, right? So next thing you know, like a half an hour or an hour later, Germ puts up this post saying, Lisa was served or whatever. Gabe signed the paperwork. Something about me being away for 3 days in Orlando or something. I'm like, what the fuck? I have no idea what
you
the
were
guy's
in Orlando?
Something like that. Yeah, I have to go back and watch
Wait.
it. It was like 3
So
weeks
Gabe
ago,
signed for the papers. I received them, and you were
and
in
I was in
Orlando.
Orlando. Yeah.
Right.
Meanwhile, the guy never asked if I was even home. He saw Gabe, because what happened was he came to the house, and according to the cameras, he banged on the door because you can hear him banging, right? And I was in the bedroom sleeping. You can't hear shit from in the bedroom, like that. You would know that, Tori. So anyhow, I was sleeping. So apparently the guy came to the house. Gabe went out to get coffee. He gets up and gets coffee in the morning. So he was out getting coffee. He comes back, and then the guy showed up. So he sees Gabe on the patio. He doesn't even get to the patio door. He's walking up, seeing him on the patio, and says, "Hey, Lisa told me yesterday that I can give these to you." And I'm like, he said, "What?" I'm like, no.
It's legal for them to lie also?
It's what?
It's legal for them to lie?
I guess so. Well, he works for the Fifth Judicial Court, and I contacted the Fifth Judicial Court, and I reported them. And they asked for everything. They wanted to know everything. So here's the deal. So I emailed Shockit, I think it was on the 7th, and I said, "Look, I'm just letting you know, you did not validly serve me." And he read it. I have proof. He read it twice that day, right? He comes back on the 17th. So he doesn't respond to me at all. Comes back on the 17th, like, "Oh, you missed the deadline" type shit, and blah, blah, blah. And because of this, you can't object, you can't quash, you can't do this, you can't do that. I said, "Really? Okay, fine. I'm not even responding to this fucking guy. I'm going to go right over his head." Boom. Took my objections because I already made my objections to this. I already worked on this fucking thing, right? And I just went, boom, filed it with the court. Talk to the court. Don't fucking talk to me. So I filed it. I did a motion to quash, and I filed my objections. He thinks he's going to get over on me on scale. He's like, "You have 48 hours to produce this, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, no, I don't. No, I don't. Compel. File a motion to compel. Do it. And that's why I filed my objections, to get him to do the file motion to compel. Because, get this, guys, and I don't care that I'm saying this. In order for him to file a motion to compel, he has to prove that he has proof I was served, right? And what has he done in Fed 2 with everybody that he had to serve, right? He filed affidavits from the process servers, right? Even though each and every one of them lied, he still filed them. Well, I'm waiting for the affidavit from this process server to say that I was served, and for Shockit, knowing that I said I have it on video, that I'm telling you I was not served, that my husband wasn't even handed papers. I'm waiting for him to file that affidavit. Because once he does, you know what that is? Perjury. File it. File it. So, obviously, if papers are on my patio table, I know what they are now because I've seen them. But you still have to legally serve them to me. How do I know that there's not anything missing out of this paperwork? How do I know I have the original paperwork? How do I know that you didn't put something on the table that isn't the original, filing or the original thing that you were supposed to have? How do I know all the papers are there? You know what I mean? Like, you were supposed to hand that to me. You didn't even ask for me. And you also didn't ask my husband what his name was. So it's all a bunch of hooey. But anyway, I pointed that out to the court. And here's the thing. I don't have a problem handing over this video. Why would I? Okay? But Jeremy already has it. He told everybody he has all my members-only videos, which I have that on recording too, which will be really fun with the whole co-conspiracy thing with Megan too, because they're taking my members-only videos and airing them along with some other people. So this is real fun. Yeah. So he already has a copy of it, and all he needs is an affidavit from me that says I did not pay Michelle anything. But here's the other point that was made the other night, and I tried to show everybody. that they can get this information directly from the person who's in the court that the bankruptcy case is about. They don't need to go after a third party. So this is all a fishing expedition. And his problem is he's dated it from the time frame that he tried to get information like that in the case, the Fed 2 case. And he can't do that. Why? Because it was dismissed with prejudice. And he's still trying to get that information. And not only does he want crazy information, he wants to name any addresses or anything from all of my viewers and things like that. He's not entitled to that shit.
What?
That's crazy.
For which purpose?
Because Michelle was on a live of mine.
And?
It has nothing to do with it. None of it has anything to do with her bank.
Okay, she was on a live of yours. What does that have to do with your viewers' information?
You got me. You got me. So here's the thing. So if I'm having to, if they're going to say, okay, well, you know about it anyway, and here's the subpoena, blah, 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 whatever. I don't care. That's what it boils down to, is a stupid-ass video, right? Well, if that's the case, and Jerm is, because he's a creditor subpoenaing me for my information, right? So I, as a creditor, am going to subpoena him. And I'm going to say, I want to know all your financial records for every fucking video that you've ever done on Michelle, John, and Harley, or Michelle's entire family from the day you started. I want to know how much money you've made, and I want you to show the court how much money you've made.
Yeah, because if she had that money, she wouldn't be in bankruptcy anymore.
Exactly. And he's claiming that she owes him money, but yet he's made a shit ton of money. We're talking at least over $1 million in 4 years on using her name and her image and all that shit. So as a creditor, I am going to turn around and I am going to subpoena his ass, just like he subpoenaed me. For my one video, I'm going to ask him for every fucking video that Michelle has ever been mentioned, named, her images, all of that. Why? Because if I have to provide it, so will he.
So he's trying to say you made money off of her and that should go to her or something, or what?
He's trying to say that I made money and gave her money. And I didn't give her anything. Yeah. I didn't give her anything.
What method did you give her this money?
I didn't. So I don't know what method. They should be going to Michelle and asking Michelle if she got paid. Not me.
Look at her PayPal and Cash App. Look at her PayPal and Cash App or whatever for that time period. At that time period.
Saying that I
guarantee she doesn't have any money from that period.
That's nothing. He also, in his filing of the intent to subpoena me, said that my membership was public, behind the members only live, and then went public. And I'm like, actually, dumbass, who wrote this? Is this your queen of motions, Doreen? Because that members only was public, and then that it was public first, and then went members only. So you guys got it ass backwards like you always fucking do. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. If I have to provide anything, I am going to be subpoenaing Jeremy for all the videos that he's ever done on Michelle, and that will be brought into bankruptcy, and the court will see exactly how much fucking money he's made off of her. And let him whine and bitch and moan that she owes him anything. She don't owe him nothing. And by the way, remember, guys, all these other cases that he has with her that he says she owes him for this, she owes him for that, all these cases are still open. None of them are closed, which means anything that's stated or ordered or whatever at this moment, when they realize Jeremy's lied, they can overturn all of it. So just so you know, it is not, she does not owe him shit right now. Okay, so, but when they find out that he's made $1 million or more over on her, yeah, it's going to be a whole different ballgame. Jeremy is going to be found out exactly the same way that they found him out in Fed 2. And I can tell you right now, these judges are not happy with Shockett. But I did file a complaint against the process server And they're looking to see what his affidavit is too, by the way. They have the court case and everything. They're looking and waiting for that affidavit. And then you got so you got that. You have Shockett with the emails with me, the threats to me in email. He emailed me after he knows I already filed it in the bankruptcy court case, and then demanded 24 hours that I give him something else. I'm like, I don't have to listen to you. It's already in the court. Let the court decide. Literally trying to like scare me. This guy should realize. This guy should realize that I'm not a dope, and that I don't need a lawyer to file anything, and that he cannot, shake me into, doing something that he thinks I won't figure out or learn about or know. He can be a paper pusher all he wants, but he's not scaring me. And I'm not
sorry
falling
for me to reply to someone in less than a 24-hour.
Yeah, the command.
You're
commanded
in a situation like this. They got to pay up.
Yeah. Well, they
got to pay up.
Jeremy wants all this information.
I don't jump like that for free.
Yeah. Jeremy ain't gonna cough up a dime.
I don't jump for free.
Yeah, well, everybody should know I don't jump. I think only me taught you all that. I won't jump for nobody. And the more he gets like that, the more I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, dude. So I just went right over his head and I said, go ahead. Here's my objections. Here's 180 something of them. Have fun, responding to that. But he's a paper pusher, and I just can't wait for him to prove I was served. His proof is going to be the affidavit of this process server. But my video proof is going to throw it right out the window, and there goes the affidavit and his bullshit. Yeah. So that would be perjury if he files that, because he's been told.
What is Shockett's win-loss ratio?
Oh, his win-loss ratio. Well, I can tell you his win-loss ratio, out of 35 appeals, he lost 31 of them. Yeah.
That's not the lawyer I would want.
Oh, hell no. Mm-mm.
It sounds like his lawyering is as good as his dentistry.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. So basically, my objections came through, and obviously these objections are legit to the law, man. I don't care what they're all saying, but ever since these objections came through, Jeremy's been trying to go off more on Gabe. Now all of a sudden there's a bombshell. Look, they're saying now his bombshell is that Michelle and John have kept a secret from me that I'm not going to like. And I can tell you right now that if it has anything to do with their property, I know all about it.
Hey,
yeah.
Lisa?
Yeah.
Do you have your phone next to you?
Yes, I do.
Because I want to ask you a question, but I'm not putting it on here.
Okay.
I'm not putting it out. I'm not going to put it out loud and you go, what?
Oh, okay. I was supposed to mention that.
I can talk to my phone.
Yeah. So now, apparently, I do have some things to go over. Obviously, it's the minions. Bombshell Bob. All his bombshells have been duds. You're right. They have been. Oh, so get this. So there's a David Hentz guy, right? Apparently, when Rich was on the other night with all the trolls, there was a David Hentz. If I'm correct, I don't know if it was that one, but this David Hentz person pops up, and he says, "You ready for this?" He says that he is going to show backstage recordings, and hold on, no, hold on. Is that right? Really? No, I did not know that. When was this, today?
I'm sitting here talking to my muted computer.
Was that today?
Yesterday. Yesterday.
He didn't tell me that last night. Why not?
Late. Late yesterday.
Oh, like after
He
the
was late
live?
yesterday.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right before or during.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem. Cool. Well, then, people overreact sometimes. I'll accept that.
Uh-huh.
But
Yep.
um, and notice I was very respectful this entire time. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. So what was I saying now? That was interesting. Very interesting.
Sorry, I got her sidetracked, folks.
Yeah, I got sidetracked there. Let me see that post Jeremy made about HG being hit. Oh, okay, yeah. So this David Hens person said that he has recordings of us behind my backstage with Richard, okay, and how there's a video. Yeah, and he's going to provide these recordings from backstage, and there's a video of Michelle apparently smacking or hitting Harley, right? And
really,
and Jerem is saying that it's Leslie. This David Hens person is Leslie, and that she's flipping on me again. First off, she never flipped on me the first time. As a matter of fact, she played him. Okay. Now, I want everybody to think for a second. If you saw my post today, it was about manipulated harassment. Okay, which is what these bombshell posts are, right? But yesterday with this David Hens person, he's trying to say it's Leslie. Right? Now, who would benefit the most out of it being Leslie, out of the harassment, out of the flipping of, with Leslie on Lisa? Who would benefit the most out of that? Sure. Mm-hmm. He's the one who gets the contact.
Leslie is not going to side with him.
No.
She has a case against him.
Exactly. Okay. Well, he has a case against her now because her case against him was dropped and he now brought it against her. But trust me, she will have a case against him. Okay. But so here's the thing. Leslie is not on social media. Okay. She is not paying attention. She's not watching anybody. She's not even watching my show. Okay. And that's all fine and good. Leslie is living her life. She's trying to take care of her life, take care of her kids, whatever. She could give two flying fucks about hells. The only way she's in any of this is in this case, and that's it. Okay? But I'm going to also let you guys know, never was there a time that Leslie was backstage after a show with Richard. Never. Leslie's never hung out backstage, but maybe once for, I don't even know for how long, and Richard wasn't even on there. Okay? What I can tell you is this. When we end the show and we go backstage, by the time it actually ends, because you'll see, I'll play an outro and then you'll see the backdrop, the background image for a couple of seconds and then it goes away, right? When that goes away, we get popped. When that's on, we get popped out of it. I bring everybody back in. By the time I bring everybody back in, Richard is always gone. He's never there to hang out backstage at all, not even for 2 minutes. He's always gone. So Richard has never hung out backstage. The only time he's been backstage is before a show, but you'll notice Rich pops on after I already start my live because Rich will get a link and he knows that I'm going to talk about certain things before he comes on. So he'll come on around 10:15, 10:30, unless he's going to be part of the beginning of it. But and you can ask Tori. Me and Tori arrived. Tori will get here before me. I'll arrive in my backstage saying 5 minutes beforehand. So there's no recordings of nothing. Never was there a beforehand with any of the Stacys or any of that. Whoever this is bullshitting. Okay. So this David Hens person has actually been around for 2 years. Okay. This channel name or whatever. And so that's 2024. Leslie didn't even know anything about Hales in 2024. Okay. So, I mean, for them to try and blame it on Leslie is a fucking joke. This video they're talking about doesn't even exist. Okay. So who do I think that this David Hens person is? I believe it's one of two people. right? Because whose narrative does this fit for? Who is getting the most out of this? Who's posting it? It's Jeremy. Okay? Who do we know has sock accounts? Jeremy. But here's the other thing that people forget and don't realize. Tug is going after my channel. He wants to wreck it. He wants to do all this. He's totally admitted it and said it on a lot of his lives. Okay? Tug is known. Him and his ex-wife, whatever they are together now, they are known for creating sock accounts and going after people. And the whole comic gate shit. Tug is known for doing that. Okay? So, guys, it's manipulated harassment. And go look at my last post and you'll read a little bit about what manipulated harassment is. That is exactly what they're doing. Patience did make a call to DCF claiming there was a slap, but she wasn't even in the state at the time. You know what? Patience should keep her nose out of it because she wouldn't want somebody lying about her doing that to her kid. And quite frankly, she should keep her kid away from certain adults. In my opinion. Just saying. But, look, this guy does things and denies it. He called the freaking school and denied that. Boom. Hello, his phone number is the one that called. Duh. Yeah, he doesn't like the fact that, Gabe, them attacking Gabe for whatever's going on with Gabe right now, that, there's still people in my chat, that my numbers are still going up and not going down. He can't handle that. So he's going to attack me any which way he can. Him and Megan. Why? Because Megan is getting sued. Megan is getting sued because she did wrong. Okay? And that's why she's getting sued. People can hate on it all they want. Okay? You cannot go and take someone's copyrighted work and use it to profit on your own channel. It's not fair use. No judge in the world is going to claim it's fair use when it was behind a paywall, and while you're doing it, you're actually being notified that there's a post saying you're infringing, and then you are incited to go further by your partner in crime and keep doing it. Not only did you do that, you pulled up all my thumbnails. That's copyrighted shit too. Okay? You pulled them all up and you even transformed them. So you worked on them. You trashed my channel. You took it away from me. If people wanted to come see that video that badly, they would have paid for the membership. But instead, they saw it for free on your channel. 25 fucking thousand people. You think you don't owe me anything? Well, you're profiting off of it. Not only that, you made Rumble liable for your shit too. And what I really love most is the fact that she has the video back up. That is fabulous. Because that cleared Rumble of their safe harbor. Yeah, so I don't think Rumble's going to like Megan too much when all is said and done. Just saying. You never expected that from her? Yeah. If you go and lurk and tug chat or any of the haters, the things those minions say are germs words amplified. I think all of them are germ. You know what? He has a lot of sock accounts. The guy spends more time in these chats than I think anybody else does. Anybody else does. He looks for things to twist. He literally, look at the 5-hour thing. I told you guys about a video somebody sent me, and next thing you know, it's my husband's defense. How did that fucking happen? When I told my husband about it, he laughed about it. He's like, yeah, okay. Maybe Patience should have DCF called for having her daughter playing with stuff in the storage unit. No. Don't do that. No. No. Here, look.
I think Patience herself and Christian would always try to be good parents.
Absolutely. I think they are naive to Germ's bullshit. Not all the way, but I think they are somewhat naive to that. And but do I think that they should keep their kids away from him? Absolutely. I don't think that their kids should be on Jeremy's channel at all. They want to put
the psych report. Oh, they should ask to see that psych report as to why he was not allowed around his own children.
Not just one. He had two psych reports.
Before they allowed their children.
Yeah.
Before they allowed their children to be around him, they should absolutely ask him to show that documentation of why he was removed from being around his own children.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy, you know. But they've known him for so long, and look, when Jeremy wants to put a good face on, he'll put a good face on. He can pretend, you know. But if it would come to my kid, and I heard anything like that, you bet your ass I'd be looking at those public records myself. You know, there's two children there, and he keeps talking about one. That's weird. Sorry. You know, and I'm not. You know, I don't know nothing about any of that. I just think it's weird. That's my personal opinion, and I just think that it's not their channel, and I would never, just me, I would never put my kids on someone else's channel, and no other channel but my own. Sorry. That's just it. But no, I think Payson and Kristen are good parents from what I've seen, and that's crazy. Don't even bother bringing those. Those are good kids. They're young life. That's don't even bother bringing anything up like that. With them, because
I might have a little more class than some people.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't believe there's anything like that. Even to no. His videos made me think that she had stolen the trailer, so I say he's a liar. Made me think that who had stolen the trailer. I missed something. Yeah, that's definitely not. Let's see. What video? What are you talking about? The videos made you think that she had stolen the trailer? Are you talking about Marilyn Raby in that trailer? He knew exactly where that trailer was because the guy across the street went to the police and told him. It's in the police report. See, he didn't think anybody was going to look up the police report. He didn't think about FOIAs back then.
So the guy across the street had told him where his trailer was the whole time he was playing Where's My Trailer?
Yeah, and he asked him if he can keep it there and hold on to it for him.
And so he had all the people in Ohio driving around looking for a trailer. Then he knew where it was. Okay. Yeah, Trash does that.
Content. Remember there was a video of him calling all these places, all these tow places and stuff, seeing if they took a trailer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he never said a word about the trailer. It just disappeared one day. The topic, disappeared. He knew exactly where it was the whole time. The whole time.
Huh.
Yeah. So, all right. So we talked about the subpoena and blah, 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 blah. He needs to remember that I have a video of the whole fucking thing. So go ahead, Shockett. File that affidavit. Go for it. Oh, boy. Anyway, let's see.
Well, I want to see Gabriel's autograph on that paperwork.
Oh, yeah, me too.
That he signed for.
Me too. Are they going to have somebody forge it?
Shut up.
Are they going to have somebody forge it like they did the signs?
Oh, that would be funny considering you have the vid.
Uh-huh. And you see the guy walking up with the folder. You see him leaving with the folder. Come on now. Go away.
You guys want to see something funny, Yeah, okay. Do that.
Our MP is talking about it in court. Hey, what was I thinking?
Yeah, Harper, like the $100,000 that was supposedly on the Otter Creek property when the family said, "Nah, that money was spent." The family, she spent that money. She didn't bury it.
He made that up.
She spent it.
He totally made that up.
All the money she had, she spent. That's from a family member.
Yeah, that was Tina. Tina said he made that story up. He was never told anything like that. Totally made the story up. There was never that kind of money. Because you think we're going to leave that kind of money around? No. Why isn't my fan going off? Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to turn my. It's getting cold in here, and my fan is not. I keep saying fan. My AC. Hold on.
Because she
Uh,
left, Monica. She got smart and left.
One day Holly's there and she's not. Never mentioned why she wasn't there anymore. Oh yeah, Holly had a 5 year protection order against her, and he was served that the day he went on his first date with George. Yeah, and the day it ended, he picked up the phone and called her, and invited her over to his house in Ohio, in the new house, the whatever they're calling it, the headquarters or whatever that he first purchased with George. He invited her there. How is Jules acting without Gabe being there? Jules is very bummed out. You know, she's hanging on me, and which is fine. You know, but she's very lonely. Like, she's not lonely. She's sad. She knows something's not
Okay,
right.
Lisa,
She doesn't understand why
have you
Daddy's truck is here and he's not.
Lisa, have you taken her for a ride in the truck?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I walk her. We don't walk her. We don't walk her here, right? I
I
take
know
her
you don't
somewhere.
want her close to home.
Yeah.
Now,
So
just
I
checking
take
to
her
make sure you're giving her the ride. Are you doing extra ride arounds?
Oh yeah. She's hanging out. She's going with us. She got tricky. She got her pop cup yesterday. All right, what's going on? My AC will not turn
I have
off.
a video for. I gotta send Tricky.
Hold on.
I got a Starlight eating chicken nuggies video for Tricky.
All right, something is going on here. I don't know what it is, but what is happening? Hold on, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it's locked. How do I unlock this? I didn't even know you could do that.
The remote.
Yeah, it won't turn off. I need to. All right, hold on. I gotta do this. Hold on. I couldn't turn that off. That is so weird.
Why is it cool in there or something?
Yeah, I'm cold. There we go. Yeah, I'm cold. And I was trying to turn it off, and it wouldn't turn off. And even pressing any of the buttons on it won't turn off. And I'm like, what is happening here? It was locked, so I actually had to unplug it. Sorry. All right. I'm back. But let's see. All right. So on Thursday, let's see what happened. Because, you know, you got the Fox Not on Tug's channel, right? So Megan Fox got a gift and says she will reveal it for 50 super chats. Does anybody know what it was? Was it that important? I mean, it was worth 50 super chats? Huh. Okay. Dang. She's traveling this weekend for work. She's not revealing what she's up to, but says it'll be a huge bomb drop for someone. Tug got a win that day. The Facebook post that was taken down was put back up again. Okay. Well, by the way, I don't report Facebook posts, just so you know, because to me that's not worth it because I don't do anything anyway.
Facebook.
Huh?
People are still on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't even go on there anymore because it's turned into a cesspool.
Yeah. I don't go on there either, except that's what I use for Messenger.
It doesn't serve a purpose anymore.
Let's see. Megan showed a fake boa constrictor wrapped around her neck and claims she might wear it on every stream. Oh boy, do I have something to say about that.
Fake one?
Tug's, I guess. I don't know. I didn't see it. So.
Too bad it's not real. It might do its job.
Tug shows Michael Volpe's article mocking Michael, Bruce, and John Cook, saying they're all idiots. Tug says the only reason people pay Volpe is because they are desperate and can't find anyone else to cover their stories. Really? Hey, who's covering Tug? I mean, I don't get any of the bullshit that Tug spews. Megan goes on to say that Michael used her name in the past. Used her name for what? Don't leave
And
that one hanging. Wait, what do I do? I don't know. For what?
the name Megan
Th-
Fox is not copyrighted. You can't copyright it. I mean, it's an
She
actress's
cannot
name. Megan
copyright
Fox. Megan Fox. Megan Fox. Megan Fox. Megan Fox. She's a great
that.
actress.
She is, right? She's also very sexy. You know what's funny? I found a picture of Megan Fox. No, no, I'm with it. I'm not even gonna say that. Let's see. So, without her say so to convince people their stories would be amplified. So that's what she's saying. So she said Michael used her name in the past without her say so to convince people that their stories would be amplified. What does she think she is? Nobody even knows who the hell she is. I didn't know who she was. Did you know who she was?
No,
I had
as
no
soon as the
idea.
name Megan Fox. I went, wait, there's an actress involved in this?
Yeah,
The only Megan
it's
Fox
like
I know. She's a nice
just
lady,
think
by the
this
way.
girl thinks she's so relevant. You know, if you look at her intro, it shows her on Fox on Tucker Carlson or something, and that's her claim to fame. It's Tucker Carlson. Like, give me a break. Are you joking me right now? Where are you now? What are you doing now? You're on YouTube. That's it. You're a vlogger on YouTube. She's not even a freaking journalist. Like, this is a joke. That's my opinion anyway. To me, she's a vlogger who like bullshits everybody and makes money off of it. So Tug says your order is just a wish list. He reads Gabe's portion. My order. Okay, so he's talking about my motion to quash. Okay. And says part 12 contradicts part 18. Actually, no, it doesn't. Jeremy claimed that my husband was handed papers. Okay. Trust me, the video is going to be there. That my husband was handed papers and signed for papers. This is the information he got from his lawyer. Okay? Because where else would he have gotten that from? Right?
That they allegedly got from.
Yeah. An hour. It was before an hour, okay? After the guy left my house, Jeremy had a video up. So where would he have gotten the information that anybody was even at my house? His lawyer. Okay. So they said that my husband was handed papers. My husband was not handed papers. The guy attempted to hand it to him, and my husband said, I ain't taking that. And he walked away. That's why the guy left him on my patio table. He goes, well, I'm just going to leave it here. It's legal for me to do so. Well, no, it's not legal for you to do so. A subpoena has to be handed to the person that is on the subpoena, unless there is an order saying a substitute order, substitute, whatever, those words. There's no substitute order. Okay. By the way, that would come after you attempted to serve somebody and you weren't able to. Let's see. So Megan mentioned my comments, Lisa, on her husband, saying she doesn't care, and warning, don't harass a private individual. Did she fucking say that?
Actress, what you preach, bitch?
Megan said, do not harass a private individual. Holy shit, are you joking me? First off, Tori, do you remember when my husband used
Actress,
to
what
just
you
be
preach?
walking in? Yeah. Do you remember when my husband, and a lot of you guys will probably remember too, Gabe used to just come by and say hello, you know? Hi.
Oh,
Right?
you're live? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, remember that? And then they started attacking my husband, right? So my husband started coming on more and more, right? Well, I can tell you, do you guys remember when Megan made this like guillotine bullshit thing out of Legos about Michelle's property? Because I remember when I watched that, her husband was talking and walking by or something while she was doing it. So her husband has been on her live several times during her, little rendezvous on YouTube. Okay. So you're trying to tell me it's okay for you to attack my husband, and this channel is not my husband's channel. He's been on it a lot, but you guys asked for it. Okay. So
No, he is not a two leaves in a pod.
no, he's not. But so you can attack my husband because he was started saying hello and stuff like that, or better yet, because you found out I had one, or better yet, because you looked up my name and you found that there's a marriage license. So, but your husband's off limits. So let's just say your husband, because he works at a beer branding, marketing place that we markets branding for beer and alcohol and all this stuff, which is probably why she drinks as much as she does. They give a lot of free shit out. Tori, you would know that, working events and stuff, because those type of companies sponsor events all the freaking time. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. They went after, yeah. So let's just say for some reason, he got pulled over for something, and I saw a ticket that is on public record. I shouldn't turn around and say anything. I'm not going to say like DUI or something. Of course, we would talk about it if he did. But I don't know, he's got a lead foot or whatever. Let's just say something bad happened to somebody in your family, right? That you wouldn't find so appealing, or the public wouldn't find so appealing, whatever. And I turn around and start attacking you on it. So basically, and I do believe she has a child as an adult now, right? Both of them are in college, so they would both be adults. Okay, so that means they're adults and they're private individuals, correct? Am I correct about that? Because wouldn't Topher be a private individual?
Indeed.
I believe your daughter's a private individual.
Indeed.
I believe Leslie's husband, Michael's a private individual.
Yep.
I believe that, who else is private individuals? Jeff would be a private individual.
Yeah.
Ollie would be a private individual.
Absolutely.
Robbie's wife would be a private individual. All of his children would be a private individual. Yeah. What did she say again? Warning: don't harass a private individual. Really? First of all, who was harassing?
Preach, bitch.
Yeah, who was harassing? I actually said I felt sorry for the guy because he has to deal with her. Because what I was talking about was what happens when that company that he works for, being that they're a branding company and they market companies and do sponsorships, which blows my mind that she doesn't know what a sponsorship is compared to an affiliate program. Okay, even to this day, blows my mind because her husband obviously deals with sponsorships a lot. Okay, so what I don't get though is how these people are private individuals, how what she's doing online by harassing and trying to ruin people's lives would be just an amazing thing and promoted by that company. Don't you think? That this guy's wife is doing this online. Let me guess. They think she's just some kind of journalist with, just very low, credibility. Or very low exposure. Which she thinks she's got tons of exposure. But she's so wrong. I know plenty of people. Put it this way. I have family that is actually journalists. That actually works for reputable news companies. That has way more exposure than her. This is why I laugh at her national news shit all the time. Okay? But yeah, so harassing her, nobody harassed her husband. What I'm thinking is I feel bad for this guy because his company being involved with media and stuff is really not going to end up liking the fact when they find out what his wife's really up to. Because trust me, when all is said and done, lawsuits and all, she's gonna be a little more popular than she is now. Just saying. You can't infringe on people's copyrights and get away with it, Megan, and call it fair use. I think it's gonna be a lot of news coverage. Just saying. It's okay for her to ruin people's lives and jobs. Exactly. It's okay for her. But who is she calling a private individual? Seriously. You know, I don't know where she's acting like that, but that is what she said. She believes that I'm not going to sue her. I'm just harassing her husband. Is that
Okay.
that's her new thing, you know? Because anything that I say about her, she accuses me of doing. And then Tug went on this long list, right? He went on this list of actually it wasn't a long list, it was a short list. But he made this list out how I defamed her, how I said she called my landlords. No, she incited it. However, I was first told it was her by my landlord. But it was a mistake on my landlord's part, because her husband was the one who talked to this person, and it was corrected. And I did what actual journalists do is and I'm not calling myself a journalist, okay? But I am reporting things, and did exactly what a journalist would do. I retracted the statement that Wednesday because it was corrected, and I retracted it. And when you find out that you said something that's wrong, that's what you do. You retract it. Have you ever heard Megan Fox retract anything? Ever? No.
Not I.
No. Mm-mm. But I retracted it, and I corrected the record. And what it was she incited the calls. And guess who did that? The people who she incited to call are the ones who mentioned her name. And I only thought it was Megan. They didn't just mention Megan. They mentioned Megan Fox Ryder and that umbrella guy. They mentioned both of them. Okay? So, oh my goodness. So I retracted that shit. And then the other thing was that he said that I said that she called the school. Her and Rosalind Duke were involved in contacting the school, and there's proof of both of it. Megan actually said she contacted the school. Okay? So don't even go there with me. And then he said something else about Megan. And I'm like, okay, look, this is absolutely false. I retracted one of those statements, but that's what I'm supposed to do. So anything else? You want the list of the shit that Megan's lied about me? All the defamation? Do you want the list? I could give it to you in one video. The video that she copyright infringes on. There's more shit. But she recently said that the money that was given to me for a lawyer, my husband used on rugs. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. Right. So the other night, I actually showed a part of my signed retainer, and there's no need to show the whole thing so that they can all like ridicule it and whatever, and they can say whatever they want about it. They're actually saying that it's made up, that I faked it. I don't fake nothing. Okay, I fake absolutely nothing. I do have a lawyer. I did retain a lawyer, and it is to sue Megan, and it's not just to sue Megan. Okay. And I did exactly that. That's exactly where the money went for the legal.
Not just Megan.
No, not just Megan. But that's exactly where the money went for the legal fees. It's going to be really funny when they try to say all kinds of shit about me. They keep talking about this like $50,000. This $56,000 that I defrauded. We'll just say that's the one thing that Megan said, that they all said. Okay. And I can tell you that they have no proof. They will never have proof that that is true, because as I've been saying all along, it's false. I've told you all along that I am still here. Okay. They've literally, like, does anybody have any idea, like, all the stuff that had to be paid for because of Jeremy Howells? I was accused of paying for a lawyer for Ohio. Does anybody have any idea how much money that is?
No, you didn't.
But does anybody have any idea? I was involved in it. Does anybody have any idea how much money that is?
I know for a fact you didn't pay for the lawyer.
Exactly. But I'm here and I'm involved in it. Okay? I'm involved in a lot of things. As a matter of fact, yesterday I paid for something else. So, again, why are you people saying bullshit when you have no idea and no clue what I've done, how I'm involved.
Yeah, I know what it
But what I
is.
can,
It's the clueless. It's the clueless leading the clueless.
yeah. But they have no idea. They're thinking I only did this, or I only did that, or I did this, and then Jeremy's accusing me of doing that. No, you have no idea what I've done. But I've been involved in a lot of it. And I'm not talking negative stuff. I'm talking about positive stuff. I'm talking about organizing things. Organizing way more than a fence or a fucking Christmas party or a fucking, like you guys don't even know what you're talking about. And I'm still here to this day. Whether it's, my time is valuable. You guys just don't even get it. You make up lies and you literally take everything that's good and try to twist it and make it something bad. Okay? I have not walked away. No matter how much one person can try and trash me or whatever, I have not walked away. Christmas times too. Yeah, we've done a lot of good here. And you're not going to take that good away no matter what you do. And as far as, that the family, I'm still here. I'm still here, and I will still be here for that little girl. And quite frankly, if that little girl ever needed anything for the rest of her life, I'd probably still be there. Aside from a Christmas party or present or whatever. If she ever needed anything and came to me, she'd get it. Okay? So, the shit that's being said, you have no idea the stuff that I've been involved with or how I've helped organize other things that you guys know nothing about. Okay? You can make up stories. You can make up this. You can be jelly of this, jelly of that. It doesn't change the truth. And, a lot of you guys don't know the truth because it's not necessary. Like what I'm saying, there's things that I've done that you don't know about because it's not necessary. I don't have to brag about things I've done. But what I am going to try and explain to you is just simply the fact that things go on behind the scenes. And bottom line is, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still helping. I'm still fighting the fight. And I'm not going anywhere. No matter what they say, how they try to twist shit, make up shit, try to she's going to get arrested for this, she's going to get arrested for that. Okay. Well, guess what? I have all the proof to prove you guys are all 1,000% wrong. So you can spin it. You can say whatever the hell you want. You could drop these fake ass bombshells all you want. I don't really care. And what I really think this bombshell is, I can't really talk about. But we'll see what they say. And all I'm going to tell you, if it has anything to do with the property, I already know. So there's no bombshell. There's never a bombshell with this moron. Okay? And, and if it's not that, and it's who knows what the fuck it is, I don't care. Because if there's something in my life that you guys want to know, I'll tell you. I have no major regrets. I'm not a criminal. I've done nothing wrong criminally or whatever. There's no bombshell that, I won't talk about or anything in my life. There's nothing there. So, I mean, we all have things that we, people don't know, but okay, so tell me something people don't know and I'll talk about it. What? Pick one. Because
in my bed.
Someone's sleeping in your bed? What?
Uh-huh. Is someone sleeping in my bed?
No. Yeah. Honestly, no.
Just checking.
No.
I got to check on those things.
The bombshells. Yeah, I know.
I'm there all the time,
Clickbait, yes. I mean, it's clickbaiting for all we know, this journalist or whatever, what is Megan going to Ohio? Yay. Is it another ba? Just wondering. Oh, yeah. She's up that guy's ass like, oh, God, you're not believe. Bombshell. But, yeah, I mean, who cares, I just find it funny that he always comes up with these things that are supposed to be so outlandish. Big. Where's the breaking news? If this is breaking news, bring it. Yeah, but no, it's not. It's just a bombshell. Another dud. You know, bring it. I could care less. I got nothing to hide. So, anyhow, what else is going on here? Let's see. Was that the end of this one? Let's see. So she's totally wrong. I am suing her. Apparently, Michelle hasn't contacted Tug about a polygraph. Why would Michelle contact Tug about a polygraph? I don't know. Okay.
Well, none of them contacted me about the lie detector and drug test I requested either.
Or Robbie. Yeah. He's disappointed Michelle doesn't do a live. I thought Michelle did do a live though. Going on to say that Michelle released sealed records. If they were sealed, then how did she get them? Just saying. Let's see. Going on to say, if I sue Megan for copyright, additionally, you have to sue Olap as well. No, I don't have to do anything. See, what's funny is they don't get it.
You can pick and choose who you don't sue.
Yeah, and not only that, Megan used my audio in her live. Megan is responsible for where she gets my audio from. If Megan, well, first of all, she did know where she got it from. But just because Olaf got away with it doesn't mean Megan's going to get away with it. Both of them are responsible for using my voice and my audio from my show. Okay? Guys, there is way more than one video being copyright in this copyright case. Way more. It's not just one or two videos. It's way more. Okay? So, Olaf is
So, hold
nothing.
on, Tug. Your turn is coming.
Olaf, forget Olaf.
That's what I'm
okay. I'm not concerned about Olaf. Okay, not at all. Let's see. Tug says he wants you to have a rude awakening, Lisa. Yeah, okay, well, what kind of rude awakening is that? Oh, my husband's in jail. Was that a rude awakening? Because I don't think you can do anything worse than that. That was him on Thursday. Here's him on Friday. Tug says he's shocked at what Megan Fox was accused of last night. What was Megan Fox accused of last night? He shows my letter confirming a lawyer. Well, I figured you would. He mentioned your call from someone asking for bond money and said, oh, okay, this is what he's talking about. It says your accusations against Megan Fox are the epitome of defamation. Let's just back up. Tori, okay, I didn't tell you this, okay? So, Gabe was in Suffolk County Jail, right? And because these charges originate in Volusia County, that's where the warrant comes from. So he has to get transferred over to Volusia, right? Mm-hmm. On Monday, they transferred him. I was at the eye doctor's, right? And I'm literally like sitting there, my phone rings. I could tell it's, something. It's a private number. So I'm thinking, obviously, it's Gabe, authorities, whatever, right? So I answered it. And as I answered the phone, this guy introduced himself as Sergeant Watson from the Volusia County Jail. And Gabe has just arrived over there. And that he is available for, he's eligible for a pretrial release bond, right? That's $1,270. And Gabe gave him my information to contact me and let me know about it. And I'm like, so he's able to get a bond. They're like, yeah. I'm like, really? I'm like, okay. And the way he said it, it made it seem like he had to, I had to do this bond right then and there, which is not how bonds are done. Okay. So I was like, okay. Well, I don't have my card on me right now. Can I have your number, or can you call me back, or do something, because I'm like somewhere where I really can't do this right now. You have to give me like 20 minutes. Right. So he's like, yeah, sure. He goes, well, I'm really not supposed to do that, but I'll give you a call back. But here, and he gave me a number, and I'm like looking for a piece of paper. I wrote it on my hand, and I was lucky I found a pen where I was. So with that, the phone's ringing while I'm on the phone with him, and it's Gabe, right? So Gabe's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, it's like, I'm in Volusia County. I'm like, you are? Because we actually thought it was going to take a while before they transferred him. He was so thankful to be transferred. So he goes, yeah, they just fingerprinted me and booked me. I said, do you have a bond? He goes, no. I said, so you don't have any kind of pretrial release bond or anything? And he's like, no. I'm like, well, I got a sergeant on the other end of the line here that I think he's still on the line, but I did say I'll call you back. I did hang up with him, but he was still hanging there. And so because I could tell my phone was still in 2 phone calls. And I said, well, there's this guy on the other line that says that he is a Sergeant Watson and that you are available. You're eligible. I keep saying available. You are eligible for this release bond. And he's like, not that I know of. So he turns around to the deputy and asks the deputy that just booked him. And he's like, no, you got no bond. He goes, well, my wife is saying that, there's a person that was just on the phone with her. And they go, no, that's a scam. You don't have a bond. So I was like, okay. I'm like, well, that's messed up, right? The only people who knew about this was me, Gabe, and Kim, and that deputy that he spoke to, right? I didn't go live that night. I find out that Megan on her live is turning around and telling people about a pretrial bond for $1,500 that Gabe was offered. So I said to myself, hold up. How the fuck would Megan know that? How on earth would she know that? Okay. So he's now saying, because this is what I said the other night. So he's saying that he mentioned the call from someone asking for bond money and says that my accusations against Megan Fox are the epitome of defamation. Me sitting here saying exactly what I'm saying right now. How on earth would Megan have known that I received a call like that?
It's suspicious.
Okay? It's very suspicious. Now, is what I'm saying right now an accusation and defamation against her?
No.
Not
But saying something
even.
like, how would Megan know that unless she was involved in a scam? That would be defamation.
Right.
If
I'm sitting here wondering.
Trying to scam you.
I have the numbers, Tease. No, I was at the doctor's office. I was at the doctor's office when this call came in.
You still have that phone number?
Yes, I do. I have the number that he gave me. I have the 2 numbers that called after that. And so I'm sitting here and I'm
those
like,
phone numbers?
Yeah. I wrote it down. It's on Gabe's stuff, so I'll get it to you. But
send me those phone numbers.
I'm sitting there, and I didn't know that because I didn't listen to this show. I told you I get summaries of this all the time. I'm like, holy, wait a minute. How on earth did she know about that? Now, Tug decides to go because he heard what I said, because that's somebody, just so you know, guys, that is somebody impersonating a police officer. Okay? And how would she know that I got that phone call? How did she know that? Why would she even come up with this bullshit, right? So Tug goes and posts something. I don't have it right here. But he posts something about, was it Sumter County Sheriff or whatever? And I'm getting these scam calls or something. Like it was a 2-year ago thing or whatever. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you pulled up from 2 years ago. How did Megan know I got the phone call is what I'm asking. And that's a pretty important question. That is not defamation. That's not insinuating nothing. That is me wondering and asking a question why she's talking about something that there's no fucking way she would have known about. How did she know about that phone call? Just wondering. Does she know someone who called? Did somebody brag about it like someone who was making tons of phone calls and doxing people's phone numbers? Who would do something like that? How did she know that? And I'm pretty sure the police officers might want to ask her the same damn question. How did she know that? So that's not an accusation. That's me asking a question. How the fuck are you talking about something that happened in a phone call to me when only 4 people knew about it? Me, my husband, Kim, and the fucking deputy. I don't care what happened 2 years ago somewhere at some time. How did you know to even talk about that night Where did it come from? Yeah. Sketchy shit. Sketchy shit. So he talks about the time running out on the copyright strike, saying it's too late to deal with it now, but fails to mention that you already said on your own stream that you weren't concerned about that happening. Correct. I'm not concerned about that copyright strike with YouTube. I don't care about that. Because here's the thing. When Megan goes down for the copyright, YouTube will remove it permanently. All right. However, Rumble, Rumble is in some serious shit right now. I'm not concerned about that. It was taken down for what, 2 weeks, right? I'm surprised she even did it on YouTube. That's the only reason why she got a copyright strike, because it was on YouTube. She knew what she was doing, guys. She knows what she's going. I do have a right to ask. Thank you. She knows what she's doing. That's why she waits till she goes on Rumble to do this shit. Rumble's been messing up on her, so she did it on YouTube. And when I was told it was on YouTube, I'm like, oh, it's on YouTube. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, let's go back and look. Oh, it is on YouTube, isn't it? Okay, well, now she's going to get her copyright strike. I've never actually copyright struck anybody until now. I don't play that shit, you know? But she's literally doing this to the point where I'm suing her now. Okay? And I could have done it a long time ago because they always take my shit and use it. But this time, it was behind a paywall. It was my first members only, and she took it upon herself to air it to 25,000 people and profit off of it at the same time. Taking away anybody who may have really wanted to see it. I mean, why wouldn't they? They watch 25,000 people watch on her channel, so if they wanted to know that badly, why didn't they come onto mine? And pay the $5 like everybody else did that part of it. Why do they get to see it for free and my members didn't? You know? Why did she get away with that shit? She's not getting away with it. But she can claim whatever she wants. If you don't have access and you don't have permission, you don't get to use that free and clear. So she's going to find out what those repercussions are. And I don't think she's going to like it. And I can tell you right now, her husband's definitely not going to like it if she loses. Definitely not. She might find herself in the same boat that she keeps mocking John and Michelle on. Karma's a bitch. You know? Let's see. So what else? He asks, how does this link up to Megan Fox? It links up to Megan Fox because she was talking about it that same exact night, not knowing about the phone call that I got. Right? That's coincidence? No. She fucking knew because she talked about it. How do you talk about something like that? Where would you pull that out of your ass from? Why would you say that? Does that make any sense? No. Make it make sense. So let's see. He shows a scam alert from Sumter County last year warning the public about bond scams, saying it's common. Really? Well, guess what? This wasn't Sumter County. So get your story straight. That's serious. Does she scam others that way? I can see Tug doing it. Yeah, I'm telling you, these people are really crazy how deep they go into bullshit. They'll do anything to make it fit their narrative. He goes on to say that you implicated Megan Fox in something that she hasn't done. Megan Fox was talking about something that happened to me the night it happened to me. And she had no idea it happened to me unless somebody told her. Where would she even pull that out of her ass? And it wasn't Sumter County. Tug, get your shit straight. So, yeah, that's my question. I'm pretty sure she's going to be asked that question by somebody else. Not me. So, yeah. Very interesting. Tug said, people in your own chat said that Gabe had been bonded out for $1,500. Show me the screenshots of people in my chat saying that he got bonded out for $1,500. I want to see it. You got all my other, you got all my other chat screenshots. Show me the screenshot of people in my chat saying that Gabe got bonded out for $1,500. Did any of you guys say that he got bonded out for $1,500? I don't think so. Type a 1 in the chat if you saw nobody say that. That nobody said it. Type a 1. Nobody said it. I've not seen that. I did not witness that at all whatsoever. And look, people did not witness it either. And these are people that are in my chat almost on a nightly basis when I'm live. Yeah.
I didn't see shit.
Yeah. So I say, Tug, prove it with screenshots. You got screenshots of everybody else. Where's your Allison Dubins now? Where is she? Or your Melissa, whatever the fuck her name is? Where are they now? Where's your Mark Van whatever? You know? All these people that you have that are, you know, stalking my chat and passing things over to you. Where are those screenshots? And make sure they're from my chat, not somebody else's. Look, 1. Yeah, didn't think so. Then says that I'm willing to. You ready for this? I'm willing to pay a lawyer to sue Megan, but not willing to pay one for Gabe. Hold on. So, let's see. They accused me of taking the money that was given to me for lawyer fees, and they accused my husband of using it for rugs, right? And as I sit here laughing at them, I actually take the money that was given to me.
Not taking the money that now they're complaining you didn't take the money given to you for your lawyer and use it for his lawyer.
Right. So, which one is it? Which is the right thing to do? To take the money that was given to me for my lawyer and pay my lawyer, or use it for Gabe, or for Gabe to use it for rugs? Which one is it? Which is the better thing to do? Because I don't know. To me, I think I did the right thing. I put it exactly where it was supposed to be. Hello? Wait.
Yeah, when people give you, if they give you $5 for your lawyer, unless they tell you otherwise, you should be using it for your lawyer.
Yeah. So what? So why are they?
The reality is, Gabe would get mad at you.
Yeah. Gabe was mad when he's heard that today.
But he would be mad at you if you did.
Yeah.
Try to use that money for him.
Yeah. So, no, I did exactly what the money was meant for. I always do.
Gabe has a problem taking anything that he doesn't believe is his.
Correct.
Down to, I brought sharp cheddar cheese in the house and he wouldn't eat it until I told him to. He wanted Lisa, I need some more cheddar cheese. I said, Gabe, I just bought cheddar cheese. He said, but that's your cheddar cheese. And I said, no, it's cheddar cheese for the house to eat. Eat some cheddar cheese. Gabe, go in there right now and cut you a chunk of that cheese, please.
Yeah, he won't. Like, if Tori buys something, he won't touch their food or nothing.
And we actually, anything we get, we have to specifically say it's for the house. And then he's like, well, you don't have to do that. And it's like, no, but you also didn't have to let us stay here for, just because.
First, they said that the money for the lawyer fees came in. And this is where defamation comes in, guys, because they've been saying that for how long now? 2-3 weeks. They said that the money that I was given for the lawyer, and all money, actually, even for the Christmas 2 years ago, the barn or whatever the fuck they're talking about, this $56K went to Gabe for drugs. That's what they're saying. But they specifically said it this time that the lawyer fees went for drugs, right? And meanwhile, the lawyer fees went exactly to what they're supposed to, the lawyer fees. But now they're bitching that I got myself a lawyer to sue Megan and didn't get my husband a lawyer. Okay? If I was going to raise money in some way, shape, or form, okay, or ask anybody for anything, which I tend to not do, I would have been specific and said, y'all know my husband's there. You know what I mean? Like, if because if they said he did defamation, it is defamation, 1,000%. They're also claiming that what I showed. They're also claiming they've also called me a drug addict. And hello, and no.
I can't get you to drink a freaking glass of champagne. I can't get you to drink an entire glass of champagne at New Year's.
No.
Please.
You will never with the Minions. I'll never or what? Yeah, there's no bond to raise. No, he needs a lawyer for sure on the 8th, but he's got a public defender right now. I just don't trust the public defenders. The public defender is what he made him sign that plea deal. So yeah,
you
he
need
could
to tell
use
him
a
not
lawyer.
to sign any plea deals.
I told him, I said, don't you dare sign anything unless you talk to me first. At least me. You know, because I wasn't there when they offered him the deal and he signed it. So Jeremy and his minions are a bunch of folios. Oh, you have no idea. I mean, you kind of do, but it's beyond, you know. You do as you see fit. None of their business how you run your affairs. I've never heard a mean, deceiving bone in either of you. That's why I back you. The proof is always in the pudding. Thank you, Tease Jams. You have morals, values, it shows. Thank you. Hey, Lori. Lori's at the gift. One of those. Thank you. So yeah. So I thought that was funny. I'm like, oh, okay. So damned if I do, damned if I don't. Is that what you're trying to say? Noelle sent a clapping seal for 250 joules. Whoop whoop. Thank you. Scampy. Hey. Thank you. You will win against Megan and Jerem. I meant, oh, the minions will not believe it. Yeah, I know. I mean, technically, we won Fed too. You know, that was his suit. We won.
Proves that it was bullshit and that they threw it out.
Pro se, we won. By the way, pro se, we won with prejudice. Oh man, fabulous!
Wouldn't that pro se thing be without a lawyer?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what that kind of means? That you didn't have a lawyer? You did it all by your lonesome?
Yep. That would be correct.
Like you got smarts and shit and did it yourself?
Yep. That would be correct. Let's see.
Okay.
The latest Michelle Preston situation is a sock account they found. I don't know what that is. In the name of Nyasha Boo. This person is trying to contact a former lawyer involved in the Ashley situation. Yeah, I'm not getting into the Ashley situation. That's Michelle's stepdaughter. That's family, personal shit. And Tug can harp on that. Megan can, all that shit. I don't care. I believed her daughter when her daughter said she wanted nothing to do with this crap. Now I no longer believe her because to me she lied. And I know the story.
I think she wants money.
Well, if you go by her background, which nobody seems to know, you would think that.
If they're giving her money, she will say whatever she wants. Whatever they want for money.
That call was as bad as Germ and Leslie's work. Yeah, you know, what if I turned around and pulled out my credit card and gave him the money to bond him out? What if I did that? That means these people would have my credit card and maybe I've even spent it. Who knows? That would mean the minions have my credit card. Because if somebody told her this, which I don't know if they did or not, I'm just asking, how did she know I got this call? What would make her even do that? And why on that day? Because Tug's showing something from Sumter County, right? Gabe was arrested on Thursday. Why on the day that he was moved and on the day that I got that phone call from Volusia County did she mention this? Yeah, there's many reasons why this is being questioned right now.
It's just suspicious.
It's very suspicious. They have learned from Jeremy deception, manipulation, and deflection. Oh, 1,000%. Let's see. So when Tug tries to go into the account, it's been taken down. That's that Nyasha Pool or Boo or whatever person. So Tug was talking about Michelle's lives and says she's made John a mod. Okay. And that surprises you. Why? Tug. Dumbass.
I do know there's more than one John Cook account on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube.
Yeah, there's people. Oh my God! I went through my block list to try and unblock somebody. Do you know how many Lynette Preston names are on there under the block list? There is so many Lynette. There's so many Germ this or Germ that. There is a lot.
It would be so much easier if they put it in alphabetical order, if the block
Right, I
list
know, I
was
know. Oh my god,
to
that is so
or
annoying.
to the order in which they were blocked. It's neither.
Yeah.
So if someone got blocked right now and Lisa went to go find it, it wouldn't be the last person, nor would it be the
No,
first
I have to
person.
search through every name. I am just asking. I have
It's
every
some
right to ask.
arbitrary order.
My credit card number for me. Um, what else?
Yeah, it
What?
never
Wait,
gives your credit card number.
yeah. You were just asking. Let me see. That would have been grand theft, wouldn't it? Yes, it would have, Mrs. Tom Selleck. Ironic, huh? Megan did tell on herself. She absolutely did. And I still have this thing about Megan's interview with Kathy, Ashley's mother. Yeah, I'm not talking about that woman. That woman was arrested and jailed for doing things to young children. I'm not talking about her.
Ew.
Huh?
I said ew.
Yeah. She was in prison for it. And the fact that Megan can't even do an interview with her is just disgusting. But anyway, so I'm not going on that. But that
I
right
couldn't
so
have
far.
a nice interview with
I
someone that
couldn't
does
either.
something inappropriate with children.
Yeah. Let's see. Yes, it would be Miss Tom. Hey, Helen. Let's see. So what else? So yeah, so that's pretty much it that I have. I know Shizzy's been talking about Gabe and stuff. I know Shizzy this afternoon. Someone sent me a screenshot of him showing that I have a lawyer on this to sue Megan, and who Shizzy swore up and down that I wasn't doing, I wasn't getting. Yeah. They all think it's fake too, that I faked that. No, I didn't fake it at all. I just wasn't showing you the entire letter. Why? Because until it's necessary, you are not going to know who my attorney is. Because what are they going to do? They're going to try and rip my attorney apart. And so, yeah, no, they don't have that information. And they're not getting it until it's absolutely necessary. So it's called protection. If you don't know, then you don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. But so that's pretty much it so far. I really don't care what Shizzy has to say. I have not even heard or, whatever Jay Hip's doing with his flea caps or whatever the fuck he does. Haven't seen it. Haven't heard anything about it. I don't know. So to me, those guys are all irrelevant. There are several people going to go down for copyright. Megan's going to be the first one. And then once that's done, the defamation shit's coming through. And so is some other things. So there's an order, there's a strategy, and it's going to work that way. And that's it. Hope your lawyer knows about the possibility of being targeted. Yep. My lawyer works in entertainment law.
Lisa's not stupid. She's going to tell the lawyer everything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I have to say, actually, I'm sorry, I can't say this, but there was something that arose that I could have had done really quickly, but it turns out I didn't have to. But before realizing that I didn't have to, I want to say that this law team literally went into immediate action mode. And yeah, I really liked it. And what I can tell you is that I definitely picked the right lawyer. They proved it to me. So tell Gabe we miss him and hope he's back soon. I will. Thank you very much. He's too busy with Jess Mikado. I've been watching all the trials going on. Tupac and Cedric Clancy. I was told about Clancy. Lindsay Clancy. I don't know much about it. Hey, if you guys were on, just to jump back a little bit, if you guys were on Mo and Ninetons today, you might have heard Gabe. He was talking and saying hello to you guys. But yeah, it was kind of towards the end of their show today because I came on late. But he was able to say hi to a bunch of people in there, so that was cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna look into the Lindsay Clancy trial. I didn't get to check that out the other day. It's been really busy here for me this week. Oh yeah, Helen was there. Yep. It's looking like the ex-hubby may be involved. Yeah, I have to go and check that out. The other thing was, do you guys know who Lindsay Kelly is? She is a YouTuber. She's documenting her life with her husband who has MS. Is anybody familiar with her?
I am not.
Yeah, she was like married at 22, and they found out that her husband at 24 found out he had MS. At first, they thought he was diagnosed with bipolar, and he ended up being diagnosed with MS. It's just getting like worse
and
and
that's hard
worse.
depending on which variant he has.
Yeah. Well, basically what they ended up being told was that his brain is not connecting, right? And so it was affecting his moods. Like it would go in and out. Like he would get very abusive verbally for like 3 days straight, and then it would go away, you know? So obviously they thought, it might be some kind of like bipolar thing going on. But it turns out it's part of his MS. And they've been married for quite some time. It was right after, I think she was giving birth to her first child, and they have 6 children now. And she's been on like to me it was cute. She was a caregiver for him. She ended up being a caregiver, the provider for the home.
And that
for
is
the
not
kids.
an easy job.
No. Caregiver for
Caretaking
him.
Someone is not an easy job. It is very hard.
No, and she's young. They're young, and they have young kids. I think when they finally got the diagnosis, the oldest child was 12 when they got the right diagnosis. And, she would be taking care of the kids, getting her kids off to, the one kid to high school, the next kid to, grammar school, then the younger kids off to their school, making sure he got a shower, taking care of him, jumping in and getting herself a shower at the same time, then having to go to work. And she's been just like dealing with so much, and being the mom, and now really the dad, the sole provider for the home, caring for the kids, caring for the hubby, caring for the home, just the battles that she had to deal with and stuff. Then with his treatment, then you have his family always criticizing her on how she's doing things, what she's doing. So then there was issues with the families, and she's just been dealing with it for so long. But it's not a lot. If you do know of her, you have watched it. You never really saw that side. She always shows you videos of her having fun with her husband, and going for walks and going through things and stuff. And she's basically come out, and she's now divorcing her husband after all this time. So I was just wondering if any of you have actually seen or heard of her, because it's really sad what's gone on, but you can also understand her lifestyle and how it's affected her for all these years. Yes, he's living in an assisted living home now, but I get how exhausting it can be. Yeah, it's really sad. And I was just listening to she did an interview 6 months ago, and she was explaining like how they found out everything and a lot of the stuff that's been going on with their lives the past couple of years. And what happened was, I saw a short that she put up of her about divorcing him. And
I don't know that I could divorce my husband in that situation.
I don't know either. I really don't.
I mean, I've been a caretaker for someone and we knew what the end result would be.
Right. And she says the same thing,
And I could not.
Yeah.
Absolutely could not. He would not have blamed me if I did, but I could not. But I did do exactly what he expected me to do after, and that was move on.
Yeah.
And not be miserable my whole life.
I'm still going through that interview that she did. This was 6 months ago, and she only just did her short recently about the divorce. So there's still more to come. but she's got 6 children at the same time, and
Oh,
it is affecting her in
they had
many, many
6
ways.
children.
Yes, they have 6 children.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that does make things a little different.
yeah. So I'm just wondering if anybody else has been following it. That's all. As far as the Ohio 16 kids, they are
They put
charged
a
along
lock
with.
on all that, most of that stuff, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. The only thing like I know that's going on with that is that they're saying the prosecutor is saying that the more charges are likely going to be filed against the mother, and it's in some type of writing or something that that he filed, but we can't really see a lot of what's going on, so we don't know. There's a gag order, and but they're expecting more child charges to be filed against her, and they've been saying that too since it kind of started. So, what are the real
Well, the only
updates?
thing I saw about her was that they were trying to say that she wasn't responsible for what she did.
Right, and then the other thing was they want to do an evaluation on her mentally, and see if she's able
Well, you
to,
got 4
stay
freaking
apart.
adults in that house. Are you going to tell me none of them were mentally competent?
Yeah,
So then somebody
sexual
needs to be suing the state.
new allegation within the family. See, I didn't see that, and I just listened to one today. I didn't see that. But I'm not surprised by that only because of the charges that the father got about exposing himself outside in front of his house. There was like 3 or 4 within like 4 or 5 days. I'd have to go back to my notes and look exactly when. But I'm not surprised by
It
those
wasn't the
charges.
first time, I think.
She, her hubby, and grandma are charged with 3 counts of essay on the kids that aren't their own. All right, hold on. I've missed something here. Essay on kids that aren't their own. So all those children are hers, and there are 3 that aren't her own.
There's additional children that they're saying they have charges about for SA.
I wonder if they will do DNA on the kids. Oh man, I would. Yeah,
I thought they already did because I saw something that said they were definitely their kids.
Yeah, they've been saying that all along that they were definitely her kids because they had the birth records from the hospital. If they divorced, he
because they
probably
also said she
she
had also birthed a set of Siamese twins.
The same thing.
Joint twins.
Yeah, well, the
She
2
also
that
had
died,
a
right?
set of joint twins that died, and she had another birth that failed.
Yes, that was that a more recent one?
Like 19. She birthed like 19 or 20.
Yeah,
kids.
And I think it's the recent children that have passed, right? The conjoined twins were the last set of twins that were born, I think, in 2024. Right? They were kids that were not their own kids. 2 other men were. What? Wait a minute. When did this come out? Because I was watching something. It was Law and Crime, I think. And it was just recent. And all they said was that she was going to be charged with other things. The mother was going to be charged with other things. So you're saying, hold on, let me go back. So the grandmother, who else? Where is it? Hold on. 3 grandma over on the 3 other kids. All right. Let me see what I'm saying. A headline for a news report that Elizabeth Siders and her husband are being looked at for SA. Okay, I didn't have time to listen to it. Okay, thank you, Scampy.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I didn't. Her hubby, and grandma are charged with 3 counts. They are already charged? See, now, if they were, that would probably be in the record. Not all SA are related to the family. Jesus. God, man, if there were other kids that are, that they're being charged for, you can only imagine what They have 19 charges now. What the hell? Where? Okay. Well, see, what I try to do is stick to the real legit news worthy, channels. And this is why I said, like, a lot of this you have to vet because there's so many people trying to talk about this. And like I said, the last one is just the updated on new charges being filed against the mom and the evaluation, the mental evaluation on her. More charges I think were filed yesterday for a 16-year-old and a non-family member. Okay, see, then maybe it was yesterday that I watched it, so maybe it wasn't updated yet. I saw the press announcement by the show. Okay, Law Crime Network. That's what I was watching. Law and Crime Network. So I probably didn't see the latest one. I probably saw the one before that. I have to go and watch it.
Well,
now.
the state needs to be held accountable for dropping the ball.
Yeah. That's so messed up. Hopefully the children are in a better situation now. Yes, but the process is not always a better situation. True. Very true.
And they don't know if they're going to be, when I read it, they didn't think they were going to be able to keep all of them together. But if they had to separate them, they were going to have certain days that all the children met together.
Well, thank God
Because
they did that.
Children being around each other was important.
Yes, very important, I think. It comes from findings in another state. Oh. Okay, so do you guys know, is this on Law and Crime? I probably just didn't do the watch the recent one. You know what? That's probably right because I watched it in the morning. Gabe woke me up at like 6:30, and I was up, and so I watched it like first thing in the morning. So what I watched is probably from the day before. If it came out yesterday, then that's why I didn't read anything. Oh, sorry, I keep saying read. Watch anything since. That's the only way for them to receive catch. That's where I saw it. Yeah, I probably watched the day before because I watched it really early in the morning. And if these charges came out yesterday, it wouldn't have been a thing then. What I saw was from a local to them news station. Oh, okay. The initial reason for the visit was DSA charges that people called from the Dollar Tree with concern. That's funny. They didn't say that when they interviewed them. The people at because it was like two or three different people. I could specifically say two. There was a guy, and then there was that one girl that actually showed her face that worked at Dollar Tree that was talking about it. And the girl was so upset that she didn't say anything. Yeah, there is a gag order, which is why I think for the past like week or so, there was really no. I mean, based on what I watched yesterday, I pretty much heard the same thing because her lawyer, Elizabeth Sider's lawyer, has been stating that he wants to do a mental evaluation on her, and that was pretty much it. Other than the fact that she may have new charges against her. So I wonder if the original charges against the father exposing himself had to do with this essay then. I don't know.
I thought it had to do with the current neighbor.
I don't know. If you look around, if you've seen the property, there was people that went and visited and showed that there's no one like directly right next to him. Like their houses are so far apart. So like if he's standing on his porch, there's also brush and stuff. Like you can't see another house. And across the street from him, there's the railroad tracks. So what neighbor would it have been if he was standing outside, I don't know, in his underwear or letting something loose? Who would have seen it? How would he have been exposing it to a neighbor? So I don't know. Because when they said that, I was wondering, well, who would have seen him? It was investigated before they came to the house. Oh, I see. Well, there was another house that they said that was rented by them, and two houses at the same time. So I was wondering if Elizabeth and her husband lived in the one house and then ended up moving in with the parents. That's what I was wondering. I think he was peeing off the porch. Well, lots of men do that. In closing, statements being Monday in the Lindsay Clancy case. Yeah, I gotta read up on that or watch it. Somebody actually sent me a link to that earlier this week, but I was so busy with so many different things that I didn't get a chance to do that. The problem is, were the couple raised like this or just sick? Maybe all they knew backwards, Yeah, that's it too. But apparently Elizabeth didn't come from a family like that, although she was kind of drug out of it, out of her family at 14 and married this guy. She got pregnant at 14 and married this guy, I think, when she turned 15. That's crazy. All kinds of crazy. But, yeah. Yeah, see, here it is right here. Here's my notes. New possible charges for mom and evaluations, prosecutor has stated. That's it. That was all I had as of yesterday morning. So I guess this all happened yesterday. Clancy, she's guilty and fucked up her on alive. I have to read that. I'm not sure. I don't know everything about that case. So I'll go over that this weekend. Well, Saturday night. What I got to do tomorrow? I'll go over that case tomorrow and find out some stuff about that. Apparently, we're going to have a huge Sunday Fun Day because bombshells are being, set out tomorrow. Again, I'm just going to throw it out there. If it has anything to do with the property, I already know about it, so it's not a bombshell. It might be surprising to you guys, right? Because what I do know about this is it would be quite surprising. Jeremy would totally spin it to his advantage. But, we'll see. We'll see what it is. Because when I got up this morning, I was sent a link to his post. And John says to me, before you even ask me, I have no idea what the secret is. So I'm like, who cares? He's just bullshitting. The same way.
Give it up, John. Give it up. What's the secret? Give me the secret.
What's the secret? So I'm like, yeah, that's great. You know what? What is he gonna say? Like, they're gonna sue me now because everybody's saying, oh, they're gonna sue Lisa. I'm like, well, that would be fun considering I just paid for something yesterday, showing that I'm still involved in trying to help. Whether it's organizing, whether it's my time, whatever it is, look, say whatever you want. Up until today, I'm still being there and I'm still helping, doing whatever I can to help in any which way. So. And it's not just me, okay, that is still doing it. It's other people involved as well. So, and this doesn't have to be known to everybody. Just know when I tell you I'm still there, I'm still here, and it doesn't matter what anybody's going to post on their YouTube, if they're mad at me or what, it doesn't matter. Permits don't matter. There's been other things that have gone on that nobody knows about that have been taken care of. And, I've not gone anywhere. I'm still here. So, whatever this bullshit is, or I don't know, maybe it's, maybe it's an ex-boyfriend of mine or something. I don't know. Good luck with that. I'm friends with all my exes, except for the one who passed away. How is Kendra? Kendra is going through,
Kendra.
Yeah. Kendra, I would love to say prayers for Kendra and her family because there's something going on right now with a family member that is let's say in a hospice situation. So she's dealing with that right now. So yeah, she's about to lose somebody close to her. And it's sad. It's on her father's side of the family. And Kendra and I are related through our mom's side, although I know who these people are, but Kendra's been very close to them throughout the years, and it's very sad for Kendra right now. So prayers prayers for my cousin. You know, Kendra's been going through a lot for quite a bit of time, and I just hope that um, it eases. I just hope that the load gets lighter on my cousin. That's all. You know, we're all going through stuff right now, but we will survive. We're warriors. We come from a very strong family on all sides, and she's got this. And the way Kendra looks at it, and I love the way Kendra does this, is there's always a party. You know, there's a party up there, and you know they're waiting. They're waiting for you. Grand entrance. You know, she got a really good outlook on the passing of people, and she's just going through it because there's a lot of family members involved, and it's really upsetting. And yeah, true, Sylvie, very true. So she's going through something right now, and you know, she's concerned about me. She's concerned about Gabe, and I don't want to be any part of her worries right now. So we're giddy over here. We're giddy. We got this, and so I just want Kendra to smile. That's all I want. So anyhow, I love my cousin. In case y'all didn't know. Anyhow, so that's what's going on there. You don't want it to be her burden. No, not at all. Not at all. So that's why it was funny because she called me when Gabe got arrested, right? And she goes, I go, hello. She goes, can you explain something to me? And I said, what? She goes, why am I going through my Facebook feed and I'm finding out that my Gabriel, meaning her Gabriel, is in jail right now and nobody told me this? I'm like, yeah. So
What had happened was
right, exactly. Exactly. It was funny the way she did it though. But you know. Oh, it's kind of crazy. So, Tori, how are you doing? What's going on in your world right now?
I'm still kicking on the right side of the dirt.
There you go.
Which is kind of important because if I was on the wrong side of the dirt, I'd be a zombie.
Yeah. It's been crazy. Crazy times. Crazy times. Did you go shopping today?
No, I did not go shopping today. Usually I do go shopping on Saturday. And I did not go shopping today.
I did.
What did you buy? Did you buy me something, Lisa?
No, but you know what freaked me out? Okay, I went to Sam's Club, right? And I was there for quite a while. And they had Halloween stuff, right? Which is great. I love Halloween stuff. And then these big, tall Skeletors, you know, like 8 to 10 feet tall, you know. I love that stuff. And all of a sudden I look, I go down the next aisle and there's a freaking Christmas tree all lit up. I said, oh, no.
Why are you interrupting my... Stop!
Yeah. I'm like, I'm still trying to move my Christmas bins around the garage. Okay? And Skeletors. They had Skeletors.
Lisa,
what?
It's almost September.
I know.
No Don't even bother.
I know. I'm like, but as soon as I saw that tree lit up, I'm like, oh my gosh, no, it's not here yet. It is not here. No, they did. They had a Skeletor and they had other skeletons, and yeah, it was crazy. And I'm like, man, but that one that I saw that I wanted, because I like that big scary stuff, was $229. I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna have that this year. But
Where did you put it?
I know.
Are you just gonna stick
it's the after. Yeah. It's the
You
after.
keep it
I want
outside
the whole.
dress it year round.
I want the skeleton playing the drums. The life size one playing the drums. That's the one I really want. They
Uh-huh.
had that at Home Depot. I don't believe they'll have that again. But that's the one I really want.
Uh-huh.
I missed out on it when I saw it. I saw it one time and I went back and they didn't have any. I'm like, shit. But yeah, no, the Christmas thing freaked me out. It's because I turned the corner and there's a tree all lit up. And then there was, out yard decor with snowmen and stuff. And I'm like, no, 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 not yet. Not yet. Oh my God, we're just past the middle of August. Not yet, not yet. Jerem said he's getting married. Say what? Oh, yeah, that's got to be bullshit. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows with him? Sylvia, that, and they will say, where did Lisa get money to go shopping? They will talk about it for an hour. Oh, I know. Yeah, well, I had to get food, guys, and yeah. And I drink Snapple, and I wanted to get my Snapple, and I can get a case of Snapple at Sam's. Shoot me.
You got your Snapple on, huh?
I got my Snapple on. Shoot me.
I
But
do
yeah,
have
so
to, I have to get up and go out in the morning because I need some more drink.
Oh, really? So Walmart had Christmas trees up too? Now, I could see Sam's maybe, but Walmart has Christmas trees up? No, tell me it isn't so.
I didn't see it at Walmart. I didn't go. Well, I hadn't been to Walmart, so.
Hobby Lobby has their Christmas stuff up. Jeez.
Well,
Are they
yeah,
even
they would
past
because
back to school yet?
no, hobby stores would because if you're doing your hobbying, you need to get it done a few months in advance.
That's true.
So hobby stores need to have their stuff in advance. But you're not putting up your Christmas tree in October unless you're
Right.
doing a boo tree first.
There's a
And I
stone
know
house.
someone
a
that did
couple-
that.
That's
I know
cool.
someone that
Really?
put up a tree and they leave it up year round.
Yeah, I heard a couple people do that, and they decorate it for each holiday.
Yep, they
Yeah,
put their
that's
lights
cool.
on it and they put the lights inside, like white lights, just white
Right.
lights. And then and they put those more in and connected to the branches, and all the ornaments are on the outside of it, so it's easy to take them off and put them on.
Right.
And they put it on a little platform and they roll it out in the middle of the floor and go around it and change all the ornaments. They do, let me see, you start at the first of the year. Well, that would be the end of Christmas. What comes in what holiday is in January? There isn't one.
New Year's?
You got Valentine's Day, you have
It's
St.
February.
Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
and
Easter.
you have the Easter and 4th of July. and-
Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day.
Yeah, they all these different ones, they change it up.
Yeah. I like that. That'd
And
be fun. I would have one of them on
they
my
have-
patio.
They call it a holiday tree.
Yeah.
It's not a Christmas tree, it's a holiday tree. And don't come in their house and call it a Christmas tree because they'll correct you. No, that's a holiday tree. It celebrates all the holidays. And the reality is, the lady told me, she goes, the whole reason I started the holiday tree is because I didn't want to have to pack this up and shove it up in the attic.
Right?
Work. It is too much work. I would rather
It
just
is.
change the ornaments on it.
Oh, you got MLK, President's Day.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I am like so tired. What time is it? 12:30. Guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night early because I got lots to do tomorrow and we gotta shut up. As a matter of fact, we were talking. Should I go on tomorrow afternoon and then raid Tori? Because I got some pretties here. Guys, I don't know who it was that asked me about a clear cracked quartz. I have one. Tease, was it you? Somebody asked me about clear cracked quartz. And I have one. I have one. It's a tower. It's a nice little, it's not little. It's actually, it's not a huge one. It's a, regular tower, but it's quite girthy. I have it. I have a couple cracked quartz pieces. and they're Butamists. But I do have a clear one. So I was like, I need that. I need that. Somebody actually asked me about that, but they only had one clear one. So I have it. So I will. I'll go live tomorrow. Tori, you're going live tomorrow, right? 5:30?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Okay. So 5:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go live somewhere between 3 and 4, and I'll stay on for like an hour and a half, and we'll raid Tori tomorrow because I have some pieces. I still have some of that volcano agate spheres, and I have a couple other spheres. I have another Phoenix stone. I'm so excited about that. And I have a couple of cracked quartz pieces too. So, so look for me tomorrow somewhere between 3 and 4 p.m. And I might have some other stuff other than crystals. So we'll see. But I will be live before that, and just so you know.
Come
and
hang
then we'll
out
come
for the
back.
weekly session.
Yep. Good. And then you can go get some. I have the hiccups again. What is this? Do I talk too much or something? Then you go get some Zen over with Tori, get your bio breaks, get your din, whatever, and then come hang out with us again for Sunday Monday. I'm pretty sure if there's something negative going on about me, people are going to want to hear what I have to say about it, right? We'll see.
Maybe.
Bet you it's a dud. Whatever it is, a dud. But we'll see. It should be fun. Either way, we'll make sure it's fun. So absolutely, it's a party. All right, guys.
Going on right here.
Right here, a celebration to last throughout the year. So bring your good time. Okay, sorry, and your laughter too. Okay, sorry. Taking times, come on. Oh, I like that part too. We gonna celebrate and party with you. Come on now. All right. So yeah, so thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with us and chit-chatting with us on a chill Saturday night. We'll be back tomorrow, early and late. Tori goes live at 5:30. Definitely be there. Prayers out to all you guys. Love to my mods. You guys are amazing. And I'm still sending out that mod email. I did not forget about it. Oh no, no football tomorrow. Oh, football's coming. Oh my God, does Gabe realize that? Oh my God. A whole different thing to talk about. All right. Anyway, tomorrow we'll talk about it all. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks, Tori. Good night,
You're
everybody.
welcome. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye-bye. Ta-ta.
Toodaloo.